48 Chronicles is an interactive fantasy adventure game played on YouTube, with the stream itself acting as your dungeon master, and the players deciding the actions of the character via the live chat. If you would like to play, hit the bell notification to be alerted next time we start a game.
As Kendra steps out into the cold morning air of Eldoria, she can't help but notice the decay that has fallen upon her once vibrant land. The crops are withering, the rivers are becoming mere trickles, and the magical creatures that once roamed freely are now scarce or, worse, hostile. The people living in fear, blaming the magical folk for their suffering. Yet Kendra knows that the real culprit is Shadowmar, the dark wizard whose power grows with each passing day. Kendra realizes that if nothing is done, the land she loves will be consumed by this darkness. She decides then to seek out knowledge from the Library of Alcazar, a repository of arcane wisdom where great wizards spend the day studying the magical arts. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Go to the library to find more information. Kendra, with determined eyes, sets her course for the Library of Alcazar. Upon reaching the towering structure, she slips inside unnoticed, a testament to her stealth skills. The library is a hub of knowledge, with wizards engrossed in ancient texts. Kendra spots an elderly wizard who seems knowledgeable and approachable. Perhaps initiating a conversation with him might yield some valuable information. Loser Nerd was chosen from the live chat. Ask the wizard if he's read Shadowmar's autobiography. Kendra approaches the elderly wizard, her heart pounding in her chest. She clears her throat and manages to ask, "Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you've ever read Shadowmar's autobiography." The wizard looks up from his book, his eyes widening in surprise. Shadowmar, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Yes, I've read his autobiography. It's a tale of a troubled childhood turned into a life of darkness and power. Why do you ask? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Loser Nerd was chosen from the live chat. Tell him that Shadowmar became. Kendra lowers her voice and locks eyes with the wizard. Shadowmar has grown powerful, and he's the one causing the decay of Eldoria, she states, her tone serious. The wizard's eyes grow wide at this revelation. I feared as much, the wizard confesses. Shadowmar seeks the Ultima Ring, a potent artifact lost in the Shadowlands centuries ago. If he gets his hands on it, our world is doomed. You must find it first and bring it back here. Knowing the gravity of the situation, Kendra nods, steeling herself for what lies ahead. I'll set out for the Shadowlands at once, she declares. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Try to find weapons and provisions. Kendra, understanding the dangers that lie ahead, knows she needs to be well prepared. She decides to scour the library for any hidden armory or stash of provisions. Given her high perception and adeptness at sleight of hand, this seems like a task well suited to her talents. Roll a d20. You rolled 8. With a roll of 8, Kendra's search through the library is moderately successful. She manages to find an old map of the Shadowlands hidden in a dusty tome. This will certainly be of help in her journey. However, she doesn't find any weapons or additional provisions in the library. Kendra knows she must move quickly, the fate of Eldoria hanging in the balance. She grips her dagger, her only weapon, a little tighter and pulls her hooded cloak closer, preparing herself for the challenges ahead. With the map in her hand and a newfound determination in her heart, Kendra is ready to set off for the Shadowlands. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Ask the wizard about the Shadowlands. Seeing the determination in Kendra's eyes, the wizard decides to share what he knows about the Shadowlands. The Shadowlands, it's a land of darkness where restless spirits roam, he begins, his voice filled with an eerie undertone. It's a treacherous place, filled with unspeakable dangers at every turn. He then points to the map Kendra found. This will guide you, but remember, the Shadowlands are unpredictable. He then hands Kendra a small amulet. This is a beacon. It will guide you back to the library once you find the Ultima Ring. With the wizard's words echoing in her head, Kendra preps herself for an adventure unlike any other, into the heart of the Shadowlands. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Ask the wizard to come with you, so you may use his knowledge. Kendra turns to the elderly wizard, an idea forming in her mind. Would you consider joining me on this quest? She asks, hoping his vast knowledge would aid her in the journey ahead. The wizard, surprised at her request, takes a moment to consider. A look of regret crosses his face as he responds, I wish I could, but my age and my duty to the library prevent me from accompanying you. But remember, my knowledge is always at your disposal. You need only ask. With a nod of understanding, Kendra thanks the wizard for his help. She looks at the amulet in her hand, then towards the door, her path set towards the Shadowlands. Base date was chosen from the live chat. How do I ask you for help if you're not coming with me? Pointy hat. The wizard chuckles softly at Kendra's frustration. Ah, my dear, you underestimate the ways of magic. This amulet, he says, indicating the small trinket he gave her earlier, it's not just a beacon. It also allows you to communicate with me. Think of it as a magical walkie-talkie, if you will. Feeling somewhat reassured, Kendra thanks the wizard once again. With one last look back, she steps out of the library, her journey to the Shadowlands about to begin. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Ask the wizard to cast a protective spell upon you. Kendra holds out the amulet, her face resolute. Before I go, could you cast a protective spell on me? She asks. The elderly wizard nods and begins to chant. His hands glow with a soft light that gently encases Kendra, creating a barely visible shield around her. There, he says, his voice sounding slightly strained. It's not much, but it should help protect you from minor harm. Satisfied, Kendra thanks him, her mind now entirely focused on the perilous journey ahead. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Find your way to the Shadowlands. With the wizard's blessing and the amulet in hand, Kendra sets off on her perilous journey to the Shadowlands. The road is long and fraught with danger. The once lush landscapes of Eldoria have been replaced with scorched earth, a grim reminder of Shadowmar's growing power. Despite the hardships, Kendra perseveres. Her high constitution and unwavering determination keep her going. She navigates the harsh terrains, guided by the map and her instincts. As she draws closer to the Shadowlands, the air grows colder, and an eerie silence envelops the surroundings. She stands at the brink of the Shadowlands, a dark and foreboding place where the dead roam free. Roll a d20. You rolled 6. With a roll of 6, Kendra's initial foray into the Shadowlands is a treacherous one. The eerie landscape is disorienting, and she stumbles on unseen obstacles more than once. The shield of protection from the wizard helps avert any serious harm, but the journey is taking a toll on her. Despite the challenges, Kendra remains undeterred. She perseveres, her focus unwavering and her determination burning brighter with each step. After all, the fate of Eldoria rests on her small, but capable, shoulders. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Use the amulet to talk to the wizard. Tell him you do not know these lands, where to start looking. Feeling lost and disoriented in the eerie expanse of the Shadowlands, Kendra grips the amulet tightly, summoning the wizard's presence through the magical link. "I need your guidance," she says, her voice barely above a whisper. "I have no idea where to start looking for the Ultima ring." The wizard's voice, steady and calm, echoes in her mind. "Remember, Kendra, the ring was lost centuries ago. Start your search in the ancient ruins. They are said to be the resting place of many lost artifacts. But beware, the ruins are also known to be haunted by restless spirits." Steeling herself for the possible encounters, Kendra sets her course for the ancient ruins in the Shadowlands. Schleppmensch was chosen from the live chat. Begin to dig for the ruins. With a renewed sense of purpose, Kendra begins her search in earnest. The ancient ruins, buried by time and forgotten by memory, present a difficult challenge but one she's ready to meet. Using her dagger as a makeshift tool, she begins to dig, her every move careful and calculated. Roll a d20. With a roll of 6, Kendra's efforts yield modest results. She uncovers remnants of a long-lost civilization, broken pottery, weathered carvings, but the search for the Ultima ring in the vast ruins proves to be more difficult than she expected. The task is daunting, yet Kendra refuses to give up. As she continues her search in the dimly lit ruins, a chilling wind sweeps through the area, causing an eerie wail. Kendra can't shake off the feeling that she's being watched. With her dagger at the ready and her senses on high alert, she prepares herself for whatever might come. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Look around to see if anyone is watching you. Feeling the prickle of unease at the back of her neck, Kendra scans her surroundings, her keen eyes exploring every shadow. Her heightened senses, honed from years of living on her own, alert her to the slightest of movements. Roll a d20. You rolled 1. With a roll of 1, Kendra's search is not only fruitless but it also leads to her stumbling over a hidden piece of rubble and falling to the ground. The noise echoes through the quiet ruins, potentially alerting anything, or anyone, lurking in the shadows. Picking herself up, Kendra grips her dagger tighter, her heart pounding in her chest as she waits for what may come next. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Look at the map to see if there are ancient ruins on it anywhere. Keep an eye out for movement. In the relative safety of her hiding spot, Kendra unrolls the ancient map once more. She scans it, searching for any marks or symbols that may point to the location of the ancient ruins. With her other hand, she grips her dagger tightly, ready to respond to any signs of movement. Roll a d20. You rolled 7. With a roll of 7, Kendra's examination of the map reveals some faded symbols and cryptic markings that hint at the potential site of the ancient ruins. Although it's not entirely clear, it does provide a general direction to follow. As she continues to keep a vigilant watch on her surroundings, the eerie quiet of the Shadowlands seems to deepen. Kendra keeps her dagger at the ready, prepared for any sudden threats that might emerge from the depths of the darkness. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Try to summon the evil spirits to see what they know, and ask them for help, nicely. Summoning spirits is a risky business, especially in the Shadowlands where malignant entities are known to roam. But Kendra, driven by her mission to save Eldoria, decides to take the gamble. Gathering her courage, she calls out into the darkness, her voice firm yet respectful, "Spirits of the Shadowlands, I seek your guidance. I mean you no harm. Please, aid me in my quest." The air shifts around her, growing colder. The response from the spirits could be benevolent or malevolent, depending on the disposition. Roll a d20. You rolled 15. With a roll of 15, Kendra feels a sudden cold gust sweep over her. The quiet desolation of the Shadowlands is momentarily broken by an ethereal whisper. A spectral figure materializes before her, its form indistinct and wavering. "We are aware of your quest, Kendra," the spirit intones, its voice a chilling echo. "Venture deeper into the ruins, but be wary of the guardian that dwells within. It does not take kindly to intruders." With that, the spectral figure fades away, its warning still echoing in Kendra's ears. She readies herself, taking a deep breath before venturing further into the ominous ruins. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Start making my way to the point on the map. Watch out for ambush. With the spectral warning in mind, Kendra begins her cautious trek deeper into the ruins. Every sound, every movement, is scrutinized as she remains vigilant against potential ambushes. The ruins are eerily quiet, the only sounds being her soft footsteps echoing off the ancient stones. Suddenly, a low growl resonates through the ruins, followed by the unmistakable sound of something large moving in the darkness. Kendra freezes in her tracks, her hand instinctively going to the hilt of her dagger. Roll a d20. You rolled 1. With a roll of 1, Kendra's instincts fail her in this critical moment. Caught off guard, she stumbles backwards, tripping over a loose stone. The noise echoes sharply through the ruins, undoubtedly attracting whatever creature had been lurking in the shadows. A monstrous shadow emerges, its form massive and menacing. Kendra can hear its growl, louder and closer now, as it slowly approaches. She scrambles to her feet, pulling out her dagger and readying herself for the imminent confrontation. Schleppmensch was chosen from the live chat. Curse the dice gods and just charge at it. Despite the daunting odds, Kendra's determination never wavers. She takes a deep breath, muttering a curse to the fickle dice gods, before charging headfirst at the ominous shadow. Her heart pounds in her chest as she rushes forward, her dagger raised high. The creature looms over her, its true form now revealed in the dim light, a massive gargoyle-like guardian, just as the spirit had warned. Kendra's attack is a desperate one, but her courage is unwavering. Roll a d20. You rolled 19. With a roll of 19, Kendra's charge is surprisingly effective. She slashes her dagger across the guardian's stony hide, managing to find a weak point in its armor. The creature roars in pain, momentarily stunned by Kendra's bold attack. Seizing the opportunity, Kendra swiftly moves away, putting some distance between herself and the guardian. The fight is far from over, but Kendra has gained a slight advantage. It's now a battle of wit and speed against raw power and size. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Run past it. Hide until it gets bored and goes away. With the beast momentarily distracted, Kendra makes a dash past the lumbering creature. Her small size and quick reflexes work in her favor as she darts into the shadows of the ruins, disappearing from the guardian's sight. Kendra finds a small alcove where she hides, holding her breath as the guardian roars and thrashes about, its massive form casting ominous shadows on the ancient walls. She remains silent and still, waiting for the creature to calm down and leave. Roll a d20. You rolled 14. With a roll of 14, Kendra's patience pays off. She remains hidden, her breath shallow and quiet as the guardian prowls around, its growls echoing off the ancient stones. Slowly, the creature's roars diminish, replaced by disgruntled grumbles before finally, silence. Peering from her hiding spot, Kendra sees the guardian retreating back into the shadows, its stony form blending into the dark surroundings. With the immediate threat gone, Kendra takes a moment to steady her racing heart before venturing deeper into the ruins, the Guardian's warning still fresh in her mind. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Sneak quietly into the ruins. Watch out for traps. With the Guardian now out of sight, Kendra cautiously resumes her exploration of the ruins. She moves silently, her eyes scanning every inch of the path ahead for any signs of traps or hidden dangers. Her skills in stealth and perception are put to the test in this foreboding landscape. Roll a d20. You rolled 18. With a roll of 18, Kendra's keen eyes quickly spot the telltale signs of ancient traps, hidden pressure plates, tripwires, and suspiciously loose stones. She navigates these hazards with ease, her dexterity proving invaluable in this treacherous terrain. As she delves deeper into the ruins, she begins to notice a faint glow emanating from an area up ahead. It's a welcome change from the oppressive darkness and could potentially be a clue to the location of the Ultima Ring. Kendra approaches cautiously, her senses on high alert. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Try to think of a plan in case you encounter more enemies. Kendra takes a moment to plan her next move, preemptively preparing for more encounters with the Shadowlands' hostile inhabitants. She decides on a strategy of hit-and-run tactics, using her small size and agility to her advantage. The plan is to strike quickly then retreat into the shadows before the enemy can retaliate. With this plan in mind, Kendra continues towards the source of the glow, her senses heightened and her dagger at the ready. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Use the amulet to talk to the wizard. Describe the glowing source to him. Kendra grips the amulet tightly, its familiar hum providing a small comfort amidst the ominous ruins. I've come across a faint glow up ahead, she whispers into the amulet, her voice barely above a whisper. It's unlike anything I've seen before. It's not a torchlight or any ambient glow. The wizard's voice comes through softly, filled with concern and curiosity. Be cautious, Kendra. It could be a magical guard or a warded area. Try to discern its nature without directly touching it. Remember, not everything that glows is beneficial. With the wizard's advice echoing in her mind, Kendra proceeds cautiously towards the glow, her senses heightened for any signs of danger. Schleppmensch was chosen from the live chat. Try to push the amulet to the glow. With the wizard's warning in mind, Kendra decides to use the amulet to investigate the strange glow. She extends her arm, aiming to bring the amulet close to the source without touching it directly. The amulet in her hand hums slightly louder as it nears the glow, as though responding to a similar magic. Roll a d20. With a roll of 3, Kendra's attempt doesn't go as smoothly as planned. As the amulet approaches the glow, it reacts violently, sending out a shockwave that sends Kendra sprawling backward. Thankfully, the wizard's protective spell absorbs most of the impact, but the event is a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of the Shadowlands. Shaken but undeterred, Kendra picks herself up and cautiously evaluates the glowing area, keeping a safe distance this time. The glow seems to have intensified following the reaction with the amulet, illuminating what appears to be a doorway to another part of the ruins. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Investigate the door. Use your lockpick. With caution, Kendra approaches the now revealed doorway. The intricate design of the ancient door hints at the importance of the chamber it guards. She takes out her lockpick and gets to work on the age-old lock. Her skill and patience are severely tested as she tries to unlock the mysteries that lay beyond. Roll a d20. With a roll of 15, Kendra's nimble fingers work wonders on the ancient lock. There's a tense moment of silence before a satisfying click resonates in the stillness. The door is unlocked. Pushing the heavy stone door open, Kendra steps into a chamber bathed in a soft, ethereal light. In the center of the room, on a stone pedestal, lies a ring glowing with an intense light. Could this be the Ultima ring? Suddenly, Kendra senses a powerful surge of magical energy. It seems retrieving the ring won't be as simple as she hoped. Schleppmensch was chosen from the live chat. Run towards the ring. With her heart pounding in her chest, Kendra bolts towards the pedestal. Every fiber of her being screams at her to grab the ring and complete her mission. But as she nears the pedestal, the air around her crackles with raw magical energy. It's a barrier of some sort, protecting the ring. With her path blocked, Kendra looks around the chamber, searching for a way to disarm the magical barrier. Roll a d20. You rolled 3. With a roll of 3, Kendra's quick scan of the chamber yields no clear way to bypass the barrier. The crackling energy seems to be emanating from the ring itself, forming an impenetrable force field around it. Suddenly, the room begins to tremble. Cracks snake across the floor towards the pedestal, glowing with the same intense light as the ring. If Kendra doesn't act soon, the ring might be lost forever. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Throw the amulet at the ring. In a moment of desperation, Kendra pulls out the amulet. She takes aim and throws it towards the ring, hoping the magical energies within the amulet might disrupt the barrier. The amulet whistles through the air, glowing brightly as it nears the ring. Roll a d20. With a roll of 17, the amulet sails through the air and strikes the barrier. There's a blinding flash of light, and then the barrier dissipates. The ring, now unprotected, sits innocently on the pedestal. Kendra wastes no time. She rushes towards the pedestal and grabs the ring. A sudden wave of energy courses through her, but she holds on. She's done it. She has the Ultima ring. Suddenly, the amulet in her pocket vibrates, the wizard's voice echoing from it. Kendra, you must return immediately. Shadowmar is approaching. Hurry, tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Put on the ring. With the wizard's urgent warning ringing in her ears, Kendra swiftly slips the Ultima ring onto her finger. She feels a surge of energy pass through her, her senses heightened and her heartbeat echoing loudly in her ears. The ring's power courses through her, enhancing her abilities and providing her with a newfound sense of strength. Now Kendra must make haste and return to the library of Alcazar before Shadowmar arrives. Bastape was chosen from the live chat. Use the amulet to teleport back to the library just in time. Clutching the amulet tightly, Kendra channels her energy, focusing on the image of the library of Alcazar. The amulet begins to glow brightly, the air around her shimmering as if distorted by intense heat. Suddenly, the ruins of the Shadowlands blow around her, replaced by the familiar sight of the library. She's made it back just in time. The wizard, upon seeing her, looks relieved. Well done, Kendra, he says. Now, let's prepare for Shadowmar. Schleppmensch was chosen from the live chat. Try your new ring power on the wizard. With the Ultima ring on her finger, Kendra looks at the wizard, contemplating his suggestion. She decides to test the ring's powers, wondering what it might be capable of. The wizard, seeing her intent, nods in agreement, standing ready. Kendra focuses on the ring, feeling the surge of magic pulsing within it. She directs this energy towards the wizard, unsure of what might happen. Roll a d20. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12, Kendra channels the ring's energy and directs it towards the wizard. A beam of light shoots out, enveloping the wizard in a soft, golden glow before fading away. The wizard, seemingly unharmed, looks at Kendra with a surprised and impressed expression. "Incredible," he mutters, "the ring's power is certainly formidable. With this, we might just have a chance against Shadowmar." The wizard's words fill Kendra with hope and determination. It's time for the final showdown with Shadowmar. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Ask what the ring did to him. Curious about the ring's effect, Kendra asks the wizard, what happened when the ring's energy hit you? The wizard takes a moment to assess himself, then smiles. It seems the ring has bolstering properties. I feel rejuvenated, my magical energy replenished. This will be most useful in our confrontation with Shadowmar. Emboldened by this revelation, Kendra feels ready to face Shadowmar. She's not just fighting for herself now, but for the entire realm of Eldoria. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Okay, old pointy hat, what's the plan? The wizard, amused by Kendra's new nickname for him, outlines the plan. Shadowmar is undoubtedly on his way to the library, expecting to find the Ultima Ring. We'll prepare a surprise for him instead. He explains further, we'll use the ring's power to confront Shadowmar and hopefully weaken him. We need to strike decisively and quickly, Kendra. This is a battle not just of strength, but of cunning and will. With the plan set, Kendra prepares herself for the confrontation ahead. She grips the Ultima Ring, the glow now a steady pulse of power. She is ready for Shadowmar. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Barricade the entrance to the library. Tell all the wizards to prepare for battle, and wait for the armies to arrive. Kendra follows the plan, rallying the wizards within the library. She conveys the urgency of the situation and orders them to prepare for battle. They respond with determination, ready to defend their sanctuary. Together, they barricade the entrance, using heavy bookcases and enchanted barriers to fortify their position. As they work, there's a sense of tense anticipation in the air. They are ready for a fight. Outside, the distant rumble of approaching armies can be heard. Shadowmar's forces are on the move. The final confrontation is imminent. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Attack. As the first wave of Shadowmar's forces reaches the library, Kendra leaps into action. She channels the Ultima Ring's power, directing a blast of energy towards the approaching enemies. The wizards join in, casting spells of their own. With a roll of 18, the initial onslaught is highly effective, scattering Shadowmar's front line and causing chaos in their ranks. However, the battle is far from over. More enemy forces are approaching, and somewhere among them, Shadowmar himself is closing in. Kendra knows she must face him soon. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. When Shadowmar appears, insult his face, family, private functions, and hairstyle with elaborate language. Narrate the insults. As Shadowmar emerges from his army, Kendra steps forward, a defiant look on her face. She takes a deep breath, and a torrent of elaborately crafted insults flow from her lips. Shadowmar, you scoundrel, your face resembles that of a troll partial to a diet of rotten eggs. Your kin, I suspect, are as unpleasant as a pack of rabid gnolls, she proclaims, her voice ringing out clear and strong. Your private functions are no doubt as pitiful as your attempts at dark magic, and your hairstyle is as unkempt as a gorgon's gaze. Her words echoed through the battlefield, causing a momentary pause in the oncoming forces. Shadowmar's expression darkens, and Kendra can't help but feel a small sense of satisfaction. Base 8 was chosen from the live chat. Use the power of the ring to eliminate Shadowmar and his forces. Kendra, with a deep breath, focuses all her will into the Ultima ring. The ring responds to her determination, glowing brightly as it channels a massive surge of energy. With a cry, Kendra unleashes the energy towards Shadowmar and his forces. The resulting blast is blinding, a wave of pure force that sweeps across the battlefield. Roll a d20. You rolled 16. With a roll of 16, the energy blast from the Ultima ring is incredibly powerful. It sweeps through Shadowmar's forces like a tempest, scattering them and sending them reeling. Shadowmar himself is hit directly, the impact sending him flying backward. When the dust settles, Shadowmar's forces are utterly decimated, scattered and disoriented. Shadowmar himself struggles to rise, visibly weakened. Kendra stands strong, her determination unwavering. The final confrontation with Shadowmar is at hand, and victory is within grasp. Base 8 was chosen from the live chat. Swing your dagger at his heart. Summoning her remaining strength, Kendra charges towards the weakened Shadowmar. Her dagger, gleaming in the eerie light, is aimed straight for his heart. As she lunges, Shadowmar gathers his last reserves of power, attempting to repel her attack. The final clash between good and evil comes down to this moment. Roll a d20. You rolled 1. With a roll of 1, Kendra's attack unfortunately misses its mark. Shadowmar, despite his weakened state, manages to sidestep her lunge at the last moment. He retaliates with a blast of dark magic that sends Kendra sprawling backwards. However, the fight is not over yet. Kendra picks herself up, gritting her teeth against the pain. She looks at Shadowmar, her resolve hardened. She may have missed this time, but she's not giving up. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Curse Shadowmar's beard to strangle Shadowmar. Thinking quickly, Kendra decides to use her cunning against Shadowmar. She points at him and, using the most commanding voice she can muster, shouts, "Shadowmar, may your beard turn against you and strangle you." Shadowmar's eyes widen in surprise as his beard suddenly comes to life, coiling around his neck. Kendra watches, hoping this unconventional attack will succeed. Roll a d20. With a roll of 17, Kendra's unconventional curse takes effect. Shadowmar's beard coils tighter around his neck, causing him to gasp for air. Caught off guard and struggling against his own beard, Shadowmar is left vulnerable. This may be the chance Kendra needs to strike the final blow. Loser Nerd was chosen from the live chat. Curb stomp him. With Shadowmar gasping and struggling, Kendra seizes the opportunity. She charges forward, leaps into the air and brings her boot down hard towards Shadowmar's head in a powerful curb stomp. With her high dexterity, the attack holds potential. Roll a d20. You rolled 13. With a roll of 13, Kendra's boot connects with Shadowmar's head. There's a sickening crunch as he collapses onto the ground, his struggles ceasing. Kendra steps back, breathing heavily, as Shadowmar lies motionless. The oppressive darkness that had hung over the battlefield begins to lift. The Dark Wizard's reign of terror has come to an end, thanks to Kendra's bravery and wit. As the remaining forces of Shadowmar retreat in fear, the wizards of the Library of Alcazar, along with the rest of Eldoria, celebrate their newfound freedom. Kendra, the rogue halfling, has saved the day. Base 8 was chosen from the live chat. Ask the wizard how to use the ring to purify the land and reverse the destruction on the dark magic. With Shadowmar defeated and Eldoria free, Kendra turns her attention to the land itself. She approaches the wizard, the Ultima ring still glowing on her finger. Can this ring be used to heal Eldoria? She asks. The wizard nods, considering Kendra's question. The Ultima ring is powerful, filled with ancient magic. Yes, I believe it can undo Shadowmar's destruction. Focus on the land, its rivers and fields, its forests and mountains. Channel the ring's energy towards restoring Eldoria. With renewed hope, Kendra holds up the ring and closes her eyes. She visualizes Eldoria in its former glory, its rivers flowing freely, its fields lush and green. She focuses the ring's power, directing it towards the land. Roll a d20. You rolled 10. With a roll of 10, Kendra feels the ring pulsate with energy as she focuses on healing Eldoria. A beam of light shoots up into the sky, then rains back down on the land. The energy seeps into the earth, the rivers, the trees. Slowly, signs of life begin to return. The withered fields start to sprout green, rivers flow with renewed vigor, and the air itself seems fresher. It's a slow process, and not all the damage is undone, but it's a start, a glimmer of hope for Eldoria's future. Kendra, the halfling rogue who saved Eldoria, can now truly celebrate her victory. The land is free, and while the road to recovery may be long, it's a journey she's ready to embark on. The tale of Kendra's bravery and perseverance will be told for generations, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Congratulations, Kendra, on your hard-fought victory. The game has come to a successful close. Thank you for playing. As the final echoes of your triumphant battle with Shadowmar fade away, you stand victorious in the decaying tower, the Ultima ring pulsating with restrained power in your grasp. Eldoria, both its human and magical realms, are safe once again thanks to your bravery and determination. As you step outside into the sunlight, you can already see the first signs of revitalization. Crops are stirring back to life, rivers are flowing once more, and the magical creatures of Eldoria are returning. The rift between your people and the magical beings of Eldoria begins to heal, a new era of unity and cooperation dawning on the horizon. Congratulations on successfully completing your quest. We hope you had an unforgettable journey with us, and if you enjoyed this immersive, real-time storytelling experience, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your contributions help us keep the adventure alive and maintain the richness of these interactive narratives. Your support means a lot to us. If you enjoyed this adventure and want to be a part of more, remember to like and subscribe. Share our channel with your friends, families, or any communities you're part of, so we can grow this incredible community of adventurers together. You're also welcome to join our Discord server, where many more thrilling narratives are shared and celebrated. Thank you for being a part of this adventure. Until our paths cross again in another story, fare thee well, brave adventurer.